it was like legal news.
Yeah. So the Mt. Gox Fund Trust, whatever their situation, is currently being repushed another year. It was set for this year, October, essentially their deadline, to just decide whether they're gonna when to liquidate.
Yeah, because they need to repay their trustees.
Creditors. They need to repay creditors.
The trustees need to repay the creditors.
What?
Yeah, because it's like a fund.
It's held in a trust sort of situation. Yeah.
And they need to repay the creditors. The deadline was for October 31st
of this year.
And they pushed it back.
Yeah, until October 31st of 2024.
Next year. Japan time.
What about Japan?
Japan time. That I was reading it, and it's like Japan time. Like,
fair enough. So with that, it means we're not gonna have that Bitcoin they're holding hit the market, because it would have to be over the counter sales essentially.
Okay.
So price will stay steady, even though we don't know how it would affect the price anyways, if they would have liquidated, because we don't know if it would have been all at once or how they're planning on it. What I will say is, the longer it's being pushed, the people that are like the legal battles going on, to see the liquidators, the ones who are going to liquidate, get paid another year.
Oh, they keep on charging fees.
Yeah, they keep on charging fees.
The
longer they push off, the more they get paid, essentially.
I see. So they're trying to keep some cash flow going in their way.
Pretty much. And from a report, the creditors, that whatever amount of Bitcoin they got back was only 143,000 Bitcoin.
That's how much they got back from the hack.
From the hack.
That's crazy.
Which is like 20%. Mm-hmm. The hacking, when it got hacked, from what I read, it was 840,000 Bitcoin that got hacked.
Currently worth more than, what was that, 500? 500. At the time, it was worth 500 million. I think now it's closer to like.
It was closer to 29 billion.
Yeah, 30.
So if you compare at today's prices, Mt. Gox is the worst hack.
Theft. That's crazy. Heist.
Yeah, it's the worst one.
All the above.
Like, even compared to FTX, everyone else, like FTX is currently the highest with 9 billion. 3 O's is underneath with like 3 billion.
That is adjusting for price changes.
Yeah, it's putting
because at the
time of happening,
it was only a quarter.
It was only a quarter of a billion.
Yeah.
Now it's representative of that. That's why the current price of Bitcoin, like the 142,000 are going to be liquidated or that are being held, is equal to 4.3 billion.
$4.3 billion is what they have held
right now.
Yeah.
What they were able to recover that.
So for those of you guys that aren't aware about Mt. Gox, it was pretty much one of the earliest,
the first
Bitcoin exchanges. Strictly Bitcoin. When it first launched in 2010, it on its opening day, it traded a total of 20 Bitcoin for a whopping 5 cents each.
Wow.
Yeah. It's funny because Mt. Gox, we talked about this before also, the way it got its name. The original person made a website, had nothing to do with Bitcoin or anything. It was just they were trying to sell Magic the Gathering
trading cards.
Yeah. So then it like hyphenated the name Magic the Gathering online exchange to Mt. Gox.
Which that's just general crypto news. This has been going on since
2014.
So it's been a decade. Mm-hmm. It's going to a decade of just waiting for all these creditors to get paid. And the amount of Bitcoin that was taken, that's absurd, because you can never see that number.
Yeah.
Because the suspects got caught, or
the alleged hackers
of Mt. Gox got caught trying to clean the 647,000 Bitcoins from the hack. And that's what
they're trying to clean it, like launder the
Bitcoin, because you can see it move. You know, who it belongs
you see which wallet got in. They try to move it around. They were those are like Russian.
They were alleged Russians.
The people who were alleged,
are Russians.
It's like Alexei and Alexander. I think I saw that.
Yeah.
but it's
But
like
spelled
it's
Russian.
Not yeah, it's spelled very.
It's spelled Russian. You know,
No.
we're not trying to be nothing. We don't. I'm not gonna try to butcher names here.
Yeah. I just
I'm
read it
okay.
out. I was like, oh, that's Alexander.
I'm not trying to
with
embarrass
it's like
myself.
hyphenated with Russian accent. 'Cause that's the only way I could say it. Like I really couldn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna butcher it.
But that's
So they tried moving some of the
All of it.
650. Oh, all
they tried
of
to move all of
move
it,
all
and
of
it
it.
just it caused authorities just to flag it because
Mhm.
it's such a big amount of.
But I think they were also in charge of like some other crypto exchange, Bitcoin exchange,
Mhm.
but that was more so targeted for like criminal activity.
Possibly.
Like that crypto exchange was like,
It was also involved criminally with
Yeah.
something else. Gotcha.
and I think that's like kind of what like kind of drew their attention to those two individuals.
Yeah.
The world of early crypto was ruthless and quite unforgiving. I mean, crypto's still
Still
unforgiving.
forgiving.
Crypto's still very unforgiving, but